Hello YouTube and the tribes of the horror realm. This video is what I would probably term our non-convention video. Um, Usually we do recaps of conventions that we've gone to. This is a recap of a couple events that we went to that just fundraisers. They're not traditional conventions. And anyways, you know what? Something seems weird about, I don't know, something different about this video.
Honey, I usually sit next to you.
Oh my god. You're over there. I thought that was you.
Don't I look a little different?
You still have your hair different. Anyways, we actually, of course, just to give you a little backstory, everyone knows what happened in April with the Boston Marathon, with the bombings and such. Now, they set up what they call the One Fund for victims of the bombings, and one of our own, Adam Green, who everyone knows from Hatchet, Spiral, Grace, Frozen, and the show Holliston. He's a local kid. He came back and wanted to do something, and he put together a series of events to raise money for the One Fund. And the first one was on Tuesday night, which was Holliston invades Holliston. He returned home to his hometown, and he was going to screen 3 brand new episodes for the upcoming second season of Holliston that you can see on FearNet. So we went out for that. He had started out by doing in the afternoon doing a cast signing at a little general store in the center of town. He brought along with him fellow Holliston cast members Joe Lynch, Laura Ortiz, and Derek Mears. They had posters that they were signing, or any of your items that you wanted to bring along to get signed. They would sign that. Do photo ops. They gave away a little swags, little button set for Holliston. So we were there. Adam, Joe, and Laura had signed this Holliston mini poster for season 2. Also, while we were there, I don't have some of the movie posters, so I'll have to do. Usually, I don't get DVD signed, but had the limited edition Hatchet from Best Buy signed, which Adam kind of was like tweaking about. He's like, "Oh my God, that's rare."
Okay.
So he signed it. Scream Bloody Gore, Adam Green. A copy of Wrong Turn 2, Dead Ends, signed by the director Joe Lynch. And Laura Ortiz, we had her sign a copy of The Hills Have Eyes. She signed it at the top as she was Ruby in the movie. Then afterwards, we went to Holliston High to watch the 3 episodes, and then they did a little Q&A. If you haven't seen Holliston, it is such a great show. It's a riot. The 3 episodes had us in tears laughing. It is if you haven't seen it, it is a gem. Well worth grabbing a hold of. You can check it out. I know they have the Christmas episode up on FearNet that you can view in its entirety. And then afterwards, Adam had everyone just head out to Casey's Public House, a little bar in Holliston that we went to and just had a little party there. The second night, Wednesday, we went to Worcester to the Palladium. This was the Boston party, as he called it, and it was a lot of silent auctions. They had a lot of items that were donated from different organizations, different people. There was donations from everyone from John Carpenter to Eli Roth to Sid Haig,
Chris Columbus.
Christopher Columbus. They had a screen used hatchet, guitar signed by Rob Zombie and John Five, Odorous Ungress from Gore, his mask that he wore, a lot of really nice stuff. It was at the silent auction that we won our little friend here. This is just show you the box real quick. Invasion of the Saucermen. This is a replica of how the Saucermen were depicted in the poster. So we put a bid in for it, and we were fortunate enough to win it. So at this event, they had a lot of other, besides the Holliston folks we mentioned earlier. Joining in the festivities was genre icon Kane Hodder,
Zach Galligan, who played Billy in Gremlins,
and was in Waxworks. He's in the upcoming Hatchet 3.
Kip Weeks was also there, who was from The Strangers.
Joel David Moore, a very rare name. He really doesn't do conventions. He was Ben in the first Hatchet movie. You know him from movies like Avatar, Grandma's Boy, Spiral. He's one of that guy. You've seen his face, you know who he is. And of course, director Mick Garris. He was the creator of the Masters of Horror series that came out. Directed films such as Stephen King's The Stand, Critters 2,
and Sleepwalkers,
among many others. His filmography is huge. We got into a really great conversation, spent a lot of time chatting with Mick. Great guy. We have a lot of similar interests. Universal fan as well. So it was really cool to meet him.
Very nice, very sweet.
Of course, you mentioned Kip Weeks. We've met Kip a couple years ago. He's New Hampshire. He was actually born in Massachusetts, lives up in Maine. He's an entrepreneur, but of course has that iconic role in The Strangers, and he was down there to help raise money and auctioning off one of the Stranger masks.
Should we tell him?
Well, I don't know if it's even announced yet, but he's going to be back this year at Rock and Shock. He said they're bringing along one of the girls from The Strangers as well. So 2/3 of the Strangers will be at Rock and Shock this year. So that's something, if anyone gets a chance to go to that one, it's going to be worth checking out. Also, while we were there, we had, just to show some of the stuff we had signed, I won't pull the whole thing out, but this is my Sleepwalkers double-sided one sheet, and had Mick sign that one. And I actually about a while ago, I had an idea. Now, a couple years back, I had gotten Ruggiero Deodato, the director of Cannibal Holocaust, to sign a prop skull. Thought it was appropriate. So came up with an idea, and I have several of them, so I added this skull. We got Mick Garris signed on that one. And on this one, Adam Green. Basically, we are going to be building our own ossuary of Legends of Horror directors. Wish I thought this sooner when we met with Wes Craven. Could have had him on one too. But that's our new project. Maybe do a display somewhere in here with the faux skulls signed. And then we had a bunch of 8x10 signed as well. Teresa got her signed Gizmo photo.
Love Gizmo.
This is from Hatchet 3. This is a double signed piece. Zach Galligan, Derek Mears from the film. Joel David Moore. Probably can't even see it. I'm like, oh, look at these little pictures they're showing. From Predators, this is Derek Mears is a classic Predator. Hopefully we'll be able to get the Neo Predator here. That was Brian Steele. Seen him enough. He'll be around. Victor Crowley, Kane Hodder, and Kane again as Jason. You'll see these again because these were done for giveaways. So we'll have some sort of contest or something that we'll send them out to somebody. We'll come up with a concept pretty soon and throw it out there. So worth it if you're a Hodder fan. So and then tonight they're doing a screening of all 3 Hatchet films, an uncut German print of Hatchet 1, followed by Hatchet 2, and then an early presentation of Hatchet 3. Unfortunately, we're just too wiped out from doing these events and working that we're just going to go to bed early. So, that's it. It was a great time. They raised, it looked like a great amount of money was being thrown around.
What a wonderful cause.
And it was done by just some wonderful people. Thank you very much, guys, for coming out for it. And thank you for watching this video here. And I guess we'll be back eventually for another convention or non-convention update, whichever may come first. And stay tuned for our, I don't know, the Hodder giveaway, I guess. Thank you very much.
Bye.